Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com, and the topic for this video is use calligraphies to activate your mind. In my case, I use Sanskrit calligraphies. It means that I did learn the Sanskrit script and I use that as an activation technique. For many of you, the idea of meditating, the idea of using mantras is already embedded inside of you. But look at this. This is how I activate my mind as well. It means that I'm going to take a white page and start writing a very specific mantra that I feel is the quality that I need at a given moment. So I'm not going to tell you what these mantras here right now, but just so that you understand the principle. In that case, for instance, I use some colors. This is done with some kumkum, some powder that I got from the Himalayas as well. You see, and the idea is really to understand that when you crystallize a certain thought or a certain form, you crystallize a certain mindset or a certain idea. It's like you create a channel of energy within your personal environment and your system. This means that if you repeat the mantra internally, it's going to have a certain impact internally. But imagine that your environment is reflecting certain qualities, rather than this being a set of books or a set of CDs or a set of bills that you have on the table. They're actually powerful, elemental, crystallized thoughts or emotions or streams of energy which are flowing all over your personal environment. Imagine it's like being surrounded by positive energy which is radiating back towards you. And I have tons of experience with meditation techniques. I've been meditating and practicing, yoga for a long, long time, since I was 16. And when I used to simply sit down and meditate, this was very powerful. It's a very powerful way to have a transformative impact on your mind using a mantra. But when you start having your environment which is radiating out, reverberating towards yourself, these positive mindsets or energetic connections, then it really transforms your environment and reinforces a message. So it's a very powerful way to instruct your environment. And if you look at, this is where I'm sleeping right now. You see that I sleep on the floor, and look at that. See all over here, right next to where I sleep, I have all these papers and calligraphies I write down. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I turn on the light, and then I just start going with the flow of what I feel. I'm going to use it on objects, writing mantras on them. I'm going to use it even on furniture. This is just a shelf, and you see that it's all covered with mantras. And you can use about any object that you want and use it as a support. And you will notice that the moment you start doing that, it really has an impact on your mind which is extremely powerful. So it takes a little bit of practice and time to learn the Sanskrit script, but you can do that, even with English. You start writing love, power, beauty, inspiration. I want to connect with my destiny line. You can use affirmations as well. And usually, I feel that this technique by itself is highly underused. People are simply not tapping into that, and it's so incredibly powerful. So surround yourself with positive reminders of what you want to achieve. And it's more than simply having a vision board. It's using your environment as a support, as a canvas to radiate a positive message. I think that usually, just having white walls, it's a great background. But if you can start using that as a canvas, as a white canvas to radiate those positive messages, you will see that it will have a very strong, powerful impact in your mind. Then, of course, you have to choose what you put on there. But remember that each time you look at it, it's going to impact on your mind and train your mind to be in a certain mindset. So that's a very simple tool that you can use. Use calligraphies, use reminders, Write it down around you, write it on your body as well. You know, I write calligraphies directly on my body as well. You have seen me doing that with people as well at Burning Man. So there is a whole set of possibilities there that people are, you know, the world, humankind is not fully tapping into it right now. And you can turn your own house, personal environment into a fantastic, powerful, radiating, energetic temple just by doing that. It's a powerful technique. Think about it. Take care. Bye-bye.